Hello and welcome everyone. How are you today? Well, yesterday or the day before I did a reading to bring forward the energies of Valentine's Day, which is today. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. The 14th of February. And for any of you Aquarius friends, happy birthday too. But I love the cards that came through. I'm using the same decks actually because I have this energy reading I want to do, and I'm calling it Faith and Love is the Ultimate Force of All. So faith and love is the ultimate force of all. And from my the True Love Tarot deck, which I've used for many years now, we had some energies come through with the Tower and then the World and Strength. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in the deck so I'm sure you all know what those mean to you. Okay, so we're going to put them back in the deck, but I just wanted to just see what we came through in the other reading. And then out of my Dolly we received the Queen of Cups, Reina de Copas, and we received the 2, 3, 4, 5, the 7 of Coins, okay, and then the 6 of swords, the air element, okay. And this was kind of a bonus card, the 10 of Wands for fire. Okay, so we're going to stick these in here too, but feel free to watch that video if you want. But I want to use this deck again because I felt that some of these cards just had like electricity coming out for me, so I wanted to bring them forward for this reading. And then the Venus came through, and I opened with this Venus card from the paintings of Suzanne Sedon Boulay. So I was trying to harness the Venus energy, and she did come through via the Queen of Arrows from this deck known as the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, so when that we've been having Venus come on my table for many moons now, and I just wanna, and we also received the King of Cups. So we received the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and the cups, the water, our emotions, our love. So it was the King and Queen of Love came through. Okay, and then we had the 8 of Coins come through, like put effort into what you want, because monetarily wise with the coins, things can come forward for us, okay, for many of us. So it was like a lot of emotional but positive love, but it's coming from you all, okay. Like you have to make it happen, you have to work your soul in a way, you know, the love, and then you have to have the faith in the universe, you know, faith in God, and then love is the ultimate force of all. And you know, as I believe that we are spiritual beings in a human body, if you've loved, you know, you've come in the past with lots of love, then you'll still exude that kind of love, okay. And I want to kind of theme this as like this reading is not about like finding a soulmate, but I just want to put it out there that there's a connection here, whether it's friendship or lovers, okay. But that's kind of what I'm trying to see, what happens to us. It's like, you know, the art of enchantment. That's what I'm trying to say, the enchantment, when you meet good friends, you know, but yet when some of us find a friend, can have a friend, and then it turns into a love affair, okay. But it's like that's what my theme is for this, and the enchantment, that spirit is involved, okay. So it's the art of enchantment via spirit, okay. So that's my theme for this reading, and I'm going to try to do more theme readings. I'm finally feeling so much better, and I want to just, I'm getting, oh boy, this card right here just wants to fall out, okay. Well, we're going to let it. I'm working on a book I've been working on for almost 10 years. Oh my goodness, look right there in my hand. Look right there in my hand. Okay, hold on. All right, let's take a moment here now. Okay. so the table's getting hot. And then I brought out my dolphin divination cards because I want to work more with animal spirits. So, because they bring enchantment too. So that's what we want. We want to see the enchantment for what we're on Valentine's Day today. And I just don't want to make it about, you know, couples or lovers, because many of us can have many beautiful friends and family in our lives too. So it's just this, how do we connect soul to soul, you know, not a physical thing so much, or you know, how you look or looks that attract you. How does spirit bring that ultimate soul friends and soulmate and lover? Okay, the enchantment. Alrighty, so we already have some cards coming through happily. You know, look at this, another card right there. Goodness, how is that happening? Okay, that's okay. Okay, hold on. Let's just take a moment here. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, this one. Alright, and this is from the True Love Tarot deck. Okay, and then we'll see. Oh, this one right here. Okay. Two cards. Okay, two cards it is. Okay. And this is my Tarot Universal Dali. Okay, and Dali painted himself as the magician. Alrighty. Just right there in my hand. Okay. And okay. Okay, these kind of just slid into the process. Okay. Alright, let me just set that over there. Okay, so some cards are on the table, and yes, that's the theme. We want to start working. Oh, my shirt stuck on my little bracelet. We want to make sure that spirit is involved in all our relationships, even like, you know, if you're looking for a job and things. That's what we want. We want that joy given to us by the beautiful ones, as I call them, okay? And always focus on the light, okay? And never concentrate on the evil. Just always try to think as positive as you can, okay? So let's see how this table is reading on Valentine's Day. And we open with the Three of Gems. Okay, and the Three of Gems is the coin. And they calling this card work. Okay, and threes also speak of that creativity. So, you know, harness yourselves with working and be, you know, the best jobs we can ever have is when we enjoy what we're doing and it's creative for you, it's stimulating for you. It's not just that schluck job like some people say, you know, I don't want to go to work, I don't like what I do. So, but this is more like create, and again, we don't worry on the money, especially if you're enjoying what you like. But yes, some of us, you know, sometimes we have to take what job comes our way. I understand that quite well. But the older we become and the more we awaken to spirituality, we let the forces, the universe, bring us those better positions, those better jobs. Okay, so, and nothing wrong with working. Okay, so here we have, it's time to work. Creative work. Okay, creative work. Creative work. Ooh, look at this, back to back. We got it, the same card. Okay, see, this is what I wanted to harness and see, personally myself. If any cards would come through again. And here we have the exact same card from this deck came through back to back. Okay, and that means a lot to me as a reader, and I'm sure for many others that read. And here we have an angel holding the trumpet. We have like the moon cycles. You can see there's different kind of quarter cycle moons. So here we have, okay, and this is about, you know, you've attained it. It's the last card of the major tarot, the major arcana card. So this is like you started, you're working it, right? We got to start. It's usually the spiritual initiate, the zero card starts and on a journey that just going to give, he's giving it up to spirit, okay? It's usually shown, depicted as a male, and he's got his little doggy, his buddy, with him. And he's just got a little, you know, backpack with him. He's leaving everything behind to start anew, okay? But spirit wants this for you, okay? And this can be now, because it's come back to back, it's like your karma's here, okay? Your karma, you put it out there, you work it right, and the karma comes back, because the universe is saying, yes, well done. This is how we wanted you to take and travel on your journey, okay? We wanted you to strive, We wanted you to, you know, work it and strive towards attainment of, you know, bounty, okay? Attainment of prosperity, attainment of recognition. You know, we all have to start somewhere, but some of us can maybe begin a new business and make it happen, okay? This is more like you've done it and you've earned it, okay? You've earned it, you've worked it, you created it. So don't give up on you, okay? That's a big theme as well. It's been, do not give up on you. Love yourself first, okay? That's, you know, as spiritual warriors, we work with the white light, and we don't concentrate on evil, and we let them. That's why it's important to go into contemplation time, meditative time, so that we can, you know, have pen and paper. And I'm pulling out so many papers that I've written, and I've pulled out many during these years with my videos, but now I'm going to do more. I'm going to do videos showing you papers that I've written, and because I'm starting to put everything in order, okay? 10 of Roses, 10 of Wands. Okay, you see, I really like this deck because it does work for me well. And look, we received the World card again, back to back from the same deck. But for some reason, they kind of use the word, like Aleister Crowley. They have more of like, oh, everything is like... Not that I'm saying it's supposed to be about rainbows and butterflies, because life is not like that either. But they calling this card stress, okay? And to me, this is the 10 of Fire, passionate energy. And I wouldn't call this card stress, okay? You know, you've reached it. 10 is about transcendence. And if you're putting passionate energy on to everything you're working for, you should recognize that you're going to succeed no matter what, okay? So, but yeah, it's going to probably be stressful along the journey, no doubt about that. You know, nothing is simple, nothing is for free, and that's all right, because that means you earned it, okay? And maybe they could mean it, journey could be stressful, yet, but once we attain it, it shouldn't have to. It's like, you know, you focus on the outcome, but you're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to focus on all the stress that I'm going to have when I have my outcome. No. And that we have the World card right here, and they're calling this card consummation, okay? And that you've created, you started working for it, you've attained it, okay? So there should, you know, stress is a word I wouldn't use. You know, I would just say you earned it. Okay, for maybe there, you know, obviously there were stressful times, but you earned it all, okay? You should be patting yourself on the back, okay? Pat yourself on the back. You took the journey, you went for it, you create, and the universe is here with you. The world, the universe is aligning with you, and yes, the attainment of 10 transcendence You know, the illumination of it all is with you, okay? And no, you know, no easy ride right in life. And the harder that we work for it and we attain it, to me, that means nobody can take it away, you know. They may try, but that's when you're smarter and you get rid of those people. Oh boy. Reina de Oros. So now we got the Queen. Did I put these cards? That's okay. Look at this. The High Priestess is here. Well, I never read cards reverse because I don't believe in that. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. How beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. See, Dolly's deck, you can't tell. I should have paid attention. But here we have the Queen of Coin is here now. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Earth. I just showed you the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water, the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Love came through, and the King from this deck came through. The Lover's Path Tarot. So this is lovely. This is lovely. And with my birth code 3/11/1960, I am a Queen of Earth, a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Coin. So this is lovely to see. And also in the Zolkin calendar, not to talk too much about myself, but in the Zolkin Mayan calendar of 3/11/1960, I'm also positioned as the High Priestess. That's probably why I love the moon. And I'm going to do many more videos about the moon because I'm going through all these boxes of papers since I've been sort of, you know, kind of not lying around, but I've been choosing to get that going. And I have many papers about Luna. So, and here we're coming with this super full moon on the 19th, I think it is, in the sign of Virgo, and my moon sign is in Virgo, so I'm all, you know, as I say, jacked up with that. But here we have. So get outside, and that's another theme. I think we're feeling it, you know, work with the earth, the moon, you know, just the sun, earth, and moon are, and of course all the other planets. And for those of you who are right on with astrology, more power to you, more power to you. But as, you know, the priestess of the moon, that's mainly what I harness. I wish I could really wrap my mind around astrology, but there's so many fantastic astrologers on YouTube. We learn so much. I learned so much. Yet I'm more a metaphysical type personality, and the metaphysics is what I'm into. So, but here we have, how wonderful. Okay, and then here is the love card itself. And look at that, I first picked it when I used to write on my cards. My first pick on February 22nd, 2005. Isn't that funny? 2/22/05. I was in Puerto Rico, actually. I bought this deck in Puerto Rico. Wow, that's great. So we have, and this is from the Dolly deck. This is really Aleister Crowley's deck and Dolly deck. Probably my own personal energy that I can feel the cards really well. And so look at that. The love is here. The Ace of Love. This can mean new love, or, you know, if you're happily married, more power to you. It's all about love affairs. A birth of a child could be as well. And you see how he has the Holy Grail here, that love cup, the Jesus cup. And you can see it's kind of hard to see it, but there's a male, there's the noses. They're like approaching the cup with a kiss. If you don't look at the cup, can you see the two faces there? You know, Dolly, very surreal painter. But there's by the sea, by the mountains. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure, because Dolly always had something different. You can see, you put a Bast cat here. Egyptian mythology is there. She's holding the Torah and the columns. But you can see he's got a face here as well, kind of like the tongue of this energy is trying to touch her hair. And then there's the tongue of this face here also trying to touch her, is it her cloak? Or cloak on the chair she's on. Yeah. But this is, So this is a mystery. Okay, so don't tell too many people about if you're meeting or falling in love. You know, some in metaphysics, it's like magic. You have to keep a lot to yourself. Okay, don't talk too much to people. You know, and I think like the magician and the high priestess, they don't talk to anybody. They keep everything in secret. And as I shared in the reading the other day, and here's Dolly, he painted himself as the magician. Okay. So see how he did hidden images like for here? So he's letting us decide, You know, that's the mystic, that's the magic, how it comes through. Okay. But we have the love on the table, no doubt about it. And we can have this happen, we can have this happen to us because this card just came back to back. Okay, came back to back for my Valentine's reading, which I did a couple days ago, and now today is Valentine's the 14th, and now we have the cup of love right here, the Holy Grail itself, and you see the two lovers kissing right there. Okay, and the High Priestess is speaking as well, aligned with the world, that, you know, there's much mystery out there. Just, you know, some of it we want to keep to ourselves. That's what gives us an edge, really, an edge. Some things you want to attain through mystery and magic. So believe in yourselves and get outside on the earth, okay? Get outdoors. Work with earth magic as well. It's beautiful. Tree magic, animal wisdom, okay? Crystals, that's the main thing I want to work with. You know, work with your crystals, and quartz crystals especially. You know, they're the elements that all these crystals, you know, were formed coming from the stars, okay? And they have so much to teach us. They really do. There's much wisdom in the crystal connection. So I want to talk about that more for those of you. You know, I have so many crystals, but I hardly have worked with them. But I'm organizing things to work more with the crystals, the animal wisdom. I was always involved with that, but once I moved into this house, I just don't have too much room to do readings, so it's kind of turned around. Look at this. We have victory here with the Six of Wands, the Six of Staves, the Six of Fire. And did this victory card come out through another deck just 2 days ago for the Valentine's reading? I think it did. So now this energy is coming back to back, but this is a wonderful card to have. And sixes speak of that, you know, peace and harmony, and working with it for the good of all. So this is wonderful as well. And here we see a male on his steer, his horse, and holding the wand, coming into, you know, the arena of joy and victory. He's one that's, you know, he's earned his victory. He went to work for it, okay? And he's come back. You know, maybe it could have been a little stress he went through, but he's the winner. He's the victor. Came riding in victory, okay? The world is his. They say the world is yours. And you can see how he's, this card represents that he was on his own, okay? Doing it on his own. Okay, so that's what I'm suggesting as well, especially when we work with spirit. You have to be alone to work with spirit, okay? When you, and meditative time, when you want to talk to the beautiful ones, okay? And here we don't concentrate on the evil, so, you know, you pull in the beautiful ones, and they're the ones that direct us, okay? And I talk about that a lot on my channel, that I just kept hearing these two male voices saying, go on YouTube. I didn't even know what YouTube was. In 2011, I had to look it up. Beautiful. So here we have the victory card here. And remember, this theme is about the enchantment of working with spirit. Okay? So, and this is what she does a lot. Okay? This energy right here, the High Priestess. works with spirit much, the invisible forces that be, the invisible intelligence. But the balance that she has as a 2 card is that she can balance the beautiful ones, and she can also balance the dark forces, okay? And she can harness both too. She's one that knows how to send the demons back to where they come from, okay? But this theme for this reading is about having that faith and love, okay? That faith and love is the ultimate force of all, okay? And this is what she teaches as well. She teaches that balance, okay? The magician as well. The magician as well teaches the balance, okay? And they work with the force of love, and they know how to destroy the enemy with the force of love, okay? Because as I understand it, angels can defeat any demon, okay? So you just bring the love factor out, okay? But what I'm trying to say is, when you really want to work with the invisible intelligence, you got to kind of do it on alone. Woo, look at this, how lovely. So we have the 6 of staves here, the 6 of fire energy, passionate energy. Now we have another ace. Whoa, this is great, right? And we're trying to harness that, the love, attracting that love enchantment for this reading. And so we have the love affair card, and here we also have the ace, which is also speaks of, the birthing of that new love, making things happen with passionate energy, going for it, and go for it. That this card, the consummation card, if anything, when you put passionate energy into your projects, whether it's to put your house in order, or and there's a saying we use, right? Put your house in order and wait on the wheel of heaven. That's how you work with spirit as well, okay? But look at this. Passionate energy, victorious, and then it ends with, we have here the ace. Well, this card came forward first. This love affair, this love between two can reveal victory and also fire, passionate energy, okay? So that's wonderful. So don't give up on you. And then, again, don't talk too much to others. I mean, unless you can trust them. I'm not saying you can't talk to people, but sometimes even your closest family and friends will not get what you're doing spiritually if they're not spiritual. And I can relate, because even I came from a very, very spiritual and mystical family. The minute they see that you have the gift, or you've worked towards the gift, they get kind of ornery. So that's why it's best not to share it too much, okay? Let them figure it out down the road. And now we have the 7 of arrows. Okay, so 7s speak of that, okay, so we have an air element, the arrows, okay. And 7s can speak about that challenge, but it can also speak of a spiritual challenge or a spiritual victory. And this deck, I don't use this deck quite often, but this couple here represent what's going on, these energies. This deck, the Lover's Path Tarot, is all about lovers in mythology, like Isis and Osiris are here. They're the lovers that speak of them. Cleopatra's in here, on how their love affairs went. So we'll read about that, okay? But let's pick up these 2 over here that kind of came through. Well, looky here. We received the lovers. Isn't this nice? See, I wanted to sit down and I wanted spirit. Well, I always do that. But I felt I just wanted to have an enchantment with it. And here we have the lovers has come through, and today is Valentine's Day, the 14th. So that's fabulous. And you see the castles right here, and these cards here, for one moment, do represent that this usually this card, he's a knight, okay? He's got a helmet on and stuff, but let's just say there's this kind of energy, this passionate energy. And then we have the love affair, the love card right here, the Ace of Love right there is very much in La Casa, okay? So we've got this energy processing, and it's like the universe is saying, yes, 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 this is muy bueno, muy bueno. Wonderful. Let's stand this beautiful card here. Stand tall. Yes, we'll use our rose quartz, all about love too. Stand it strong. And the world, you know, and another thing about the High Priestess, Luna loves the lovers. Okay, so make sure that you get out and watch that full moon and get on Earth. Look up. Embrace Mother Earth. She sends us so much wisdom with the crystals that all, you know, come from the stars. I believe in that too. Okay, so now we have the Two of Coins here, and two speak of that pairing, and this is the Earth, and it seems like Dali has painted some kind of serpent here, like a snake serpent. You know, his artwork was very, well, surreal. He's the king of surrealism. But it's like there's another energy here that's blowing, like he's, I don't want to say it's fire, because this is an air, but it's like he's breathing out a type of air energy to make us understand that this pairing, and here we have the lovers as the main pairing, okay, can really help us. But because this coin usually speaks of business, resources, money, you know, and hey, a lot of husband and wives run business. I was involved in that too in my marriage, okay, running the animal hospital. But this is a love affair that you can do it too. You can do business together. You obviously are a pairing of in love lovers. Here we have the Ace, and the universe brought this together. Okay, the universe brought this together. This card, and you can see the Holy Grail there. Okay, like the universe wanted this, enchanted this. Okay, this is like spirit. Okay, and you can see even these two faces that are kissing remind you of like spirit force source is here. Okay, and that's what this theme is, having that faith and love. Okay, that faith and love is the ultimate force source, that love force. And here we have it. Okay, there we have it. Let's do it like that. So the lovers are here, and this coupling is good, because then you know that you can do that. You know, there was this old TV show, what was it? They were a married couple and they owned a business. Oh, Heart to Heart, and he was like a billionaire or something, but she was the cutest. I forget the actor's name, but that was a cute show. But they fought the dark forces. They the bad guys. You know, they were a couple like that. It was very intriguing, that show. Okay, well, I think this reading so far, we've received some enchantment. The world is here for us, okay? And the world speaks so much about being, you know, you got to have like that discipline too. Like you already know what you want. You're going to have to create it and work for it, but you kind of know already where you want to go, okay? And especially for those who are gifted at young age, like you already know you can play the guitar at 3 years old, you know. You know you're going to be a musician. So that's, you know, you're being gifted. You're being gifted. And that's what we're trying to find here, that connection, that bonds love. Like this is a bond of love right here. And then the lovers make it happen as well, okay? And that the High Priestess, I'm going to put her over here, stand her tall too. That, you know, and we can all, you know, some of us are just born this way. Let me just read this card before I pick this Dolphin card, because I just want to know, because this does speak of a challenge or a victory, a spiritual challenge or a spiritual victory. So let's just see. And this is the air element, which is how we're thinking. Okay? And, oh, here we go. Let me see. What was that we had here? What was the card I had here? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, 3 of Coins, building, manifestation, construction. Okay, work. Okay, so they call this Three of Coins. I'm just reading it from here. Building of career, relationships, or home. And we were just suggesting that this couple, these lovers here, can also do that. Okay, so that's cool too. I like that. I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. All right, so and then here we have like the Reina of Coin right there, saying, "Yep, we work it, we make it happen." And here we have the High Priestess. We gotta stand her tall too. Okay, and please watch these moon cycles. Look up to Luna. I love watching her very much. But yes, this pairing is here for the coin. You can work it together. But I'm just interested in this one here. Okay, hold on, the arrows. Because, like I said, I don't know these two people there. And in mythology, they existed. So that's why I'm curious to see. Okay, hold on. I don't really work with this deck too much because I don't know these, the medicine of the mythology of these. But here we are, 7 of Arrows. Keywords that they're saying here, and this is by Chris Waldher. The keywords are defense, caution, self-protection. Meanings: feeling vulnerable, the ability to defend oneself in a difficult situation, need for caution and examination. Well, they didn't say who the people were. Well, see, usually they say this is so-and-so in mythology. But I guess they didn't use it here. Okay, but see, to me, with sevens, I'm not going to look at it that way for this reading because we've received the High Priestess. We received the Queen of Earth. We've received the world saying, yep, you have done it, keep going. We have the Lovers. We have the Ace of Love here, okay? It's too much beauty here. And then we have the Knight showing the victory with the Ace of, Wands, fire, saying, yeah, we're going to go get that love and we're going to find that love and desire it immensely, okay? So if there's a challenge for this love, maybe it's best to not stay in this relationship, okay? But 7 speak of spiritual victory as well. But you can see he's sleeping and she's looking away, but she's grabbing those swords. So I don't know. But there's 2 swords left, and we knew that 2s are about a pairing, and we have the 2 of Coins right there. So people, that's why the universe gives you your choice. You work for it, you have faith and love, and then the universe comes in with that ultimate force of all, which is love and faith. You have to have faith. Okay, so I'll pick up all the cards. What time do we have? Okay, we're 38. But the dolphin divination cards I've had for a long time too, and I live on the beach and I love the dolphin so much. When was this designed here? This is from usually they give the year right there. 1999. Very beautiful. Dedication to my guide and inspiration, Saint Francis of Assisi, the dolphins, and all sentient beings, especially our readers, that they may benefit from these words and blessings. So you see this woman, Nancy Clemens, okay, there she is, Nancy Clemens. She dedicated to my guide and inspiration, Saint Francis of Assisi. And that's what I'm encouraging. Work with your guides, work with those that you believe in, and all the sentient beings. And dolphins are so intelligent. I work with, when Winter was 1 year old at the Clearwater Marine, I worked on the turtles, but now she's a movie star with 2 movies under her belt. But they just, when I go see her, they just look at you. You could see through their eyes the wisdom that they have. Okay, that they may benefit from these words and blessings. Okay, so let's select a card here. And then we'll see what the dolphin wisdom has to say. And it says here, 102 oracle readings inspired by the dolphins. A guide for the use and personal interpretation of the dolphin divination cards. Okay, right there in my hand. Okay, so let's see what this is saying. life force. Oh God, isn't this beautiful? This was the theme of the reading. You know, having faith and love is the ultimate of all, the ultimate force of all. Now we can add the ultimate life force of all. Oh, that's wonderful. And then we have the lovers here, and this is wonderful. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Because I really sat down to say, do I want to do this? You know, and I said, yeah, you're going to do it. That's how I talk to myself, you know. Yeah, you're going to do it. I said, you got a little time on your hand. I have some friends coming tomorrow, so but I figured, you know what? Because I want to do that super moon in Virgo, and I might not be able to get to it this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sorry. I'm just talking to myself. I'm just still jumping for joy. I'm still jumping for joy that the life force came. Because how many did they say that? There's 102 in there. Jumping for joy, being so excited you can hardly contain yourself. Well, we don't want. I know I'm already. There it is. Life force. How beautiful. So I've pulled this card before. I pulled this card, or this little circle card here, back in January 3rd, 2002. Way before YouTube. I started YouTube in 2011. Okay, so here we go. You know, I was saying, because I can see that the little card had been a little bent, and I don't really work with them too much. I hardly work with them on YouTube. This is sort of like my go-to. Now, this is a very lengthy reading, so I'm not sure I'm going to be taking the time to read everything here. Okay, martial arts such as Tai Chi, Kung Fu, and Qigong work with the life force, directing the Qi in specialized ways. I think I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just read the main paragraph, okay? And then I'm going to select one more to have that pairing, okay? But life force it is. Here we go. Our vitality, energy, and strength. The energy we get from the earth and from the heavens. Isn't that fabulous? The energy we get from the earth, with the Queen of Earth right here, and the heavens, where the world and the High Priestess works with the heavens and the energies of all of that, okay? Let me see. I can't hold the book up. We'll just read. Okay. Life force. Our vitality, energy, and strength, the energy we get from the earth and from the heavens, the chi or prana that flows through our invisible channels. See, the invisible channels, the invisible intelligence. The vitality and energy we receive from nature. And here we have the Queen of Nature right there, the Queen of Earth. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles, coin also. Okay, the vitality and energy we receive from nature, from the animals, the rocks, mountains, and plants, from all creation. And here we have the word create right there. Well, the work, the 3, represents to me creativity, like the Empress, Major Arcana 3, Venus, Empress, Empress Venus, all about creativity. All forms of energy healing, the energy that flows through our body, giving us the gift of life, the meridians, channels, and energy centers that are all a part of our network of subtle energy flows. Our breath and breathing as it relates to increasing our life force. Health practices of exercise, good nutrition, mind, and subtle energy clearing so that we stay energized, vital, and healthy. Conserving life force for what's most important. There we have. Conserving life force for what is much more important, and that is the factor of love. You know, right? Love is one of the greatest gifts of all. Love heals. Love is everything, right, my darlings? I gotta get something to hold these cards. Life force. Okay, wonderful. I'm enjoying it. The energies we're harnessing. Where are we now? 44. Oh, let's see. Let's pull the card at 44, 44. Let me see. I'll pull it out at 44, 44. And it is here in my hand. Transmission. Trance. transmission. See, you have to go into meditative time, okay? You have to go into meditative time and to increase that life force. And the chi, they were talking about meridians. Transmission. Oh, she has the St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. I should have read the joy thing, the joy card. O divine master, may I not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. And here we have so much love on the table. I don't know. For it is giving that we receive. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we are born to eternal life. St. Francis of Assisi. Beautiful. So let's go to the transmission. ST trans. We have telepathy here. No, that's not what we're looking for. Ah! Oh my goodness gracious me. Transmission, the first card I ever pulled. Look at this. Oh my God. See, I'm telling you. They wanted me to do this reading. You see what I'm saying? I pulled this is my first card on December 2001. And here my first card from the Dolly deck on February 22, 2005. Wow, that's wonderful, my darlings. I have to take heed for this reading personally myself. Okay, transmission. Okay. A voice, in quotes, a voice that can transmit and reach into our hearts. And I'm serious as a heart attack, people. They kept these two voices, and I totally believe with all my heart, body, mind, and soul, it was the voice of the Jesus and Archangel Michael, because those are the only two males that, since a little girl I was raised Catholic, baptized and 1 month old, got the little earrings put in the ears, pierced the earrings. There was no others that would talk to me to say, go on YouTube to do spiritual talk, okay? A voice that can transmit and reach into our hearts. An eloquent voice reaching ears and minds that are like fertile soil, awaiting the sowing of new seeds, receiving a message, understanding, or realization of a higher nature. A transmission is infused into us when someone teaches us something or imparts knowledge to us. It quickens our path by the gift of another's accomplishment. This can occur on the outer, inner, or secret level, and that's how the High Priestess does it, and the Magician, and the secret level, okay, the secret level. It is infused into us in such a way that knowledge and understanding is injected right into our mind. It permeates all the cells of our being as an infusion of wisdom or intellectual knowledge. It can come from a mentor, a teacher, dolphins, a clear dream, our higher self, or divine forces. I'm just feeling it right now. I'm sorry. I do get emotional. I'm Pisces sun, what can I say? And my Virgo moon is coming in a few days. I'm just feeling the moon right now. How wonderful, my darlings. Please believe in these divine forces, these life force. Don't give up on you. Believe. Go into that, meditative time, that quality time. You talk to the invisible intelligence, the beautiful ones. And when the dark forces come, because they will, they don't want us to, exceed this love and exude it. But look at this. My first card transmission on December 2001, and my first pick from the Dolly. You can't make this up, my darlings. You can't script it. It has to flow. And that's what we were talking about. Have faith and love is the ultimate force of all. The ultimate force, life force of all. And we received love on our table today. And they kind of tell me, yeah, do the reading, have faith. And look, we have the love affair and the lovers and the high priestess, who transmits much information in silence, but then she lets show when it's timing. Love to you all, my darlings. I love you all. Much love. Ciao.